Everyone, my name is Eki. I am the one that God has shown mercy. I started having this chest pain. I remember that, I told my doctor about it. I said, Doc, since my last procedure, I've been having this chest pain. And then all hell broke loose. He was very concerned and he said he can't continue the treatments that he was doing with me until I go to get cleared by a cardiologist. I actually have a medical background. I'm a doctor by training. And so, before I even mentioned to him about the chest pain, I was already very scared. When you know too much, sometimes it could lead to fear. So I walked into the cardiologist's office. I started telling him my symptoms. And then he said, okay, you know what? We're going to do a stress test. We're going to do an echocardiogram. We're going to do a Holter. So a Holter monitor is when they put a cardiac monitor on you for a whole week or, for a few days. It just depends on your situation. So for me, they said they were going to monitor for a whole week. Before he decided to do the echo, we had done the stress test. And when we did the stress test, the EKG came back saying that I had left ventricular hypertrophy, I had a heart block. And I'm over here thinking, I exercise 5 times a day, I eat healthy typically. How can a 30-something-year-old person have a heart block? And, with the type of heart block that they were talking about, I was so worried because I was thinking, okay, does this mean that I have to be on a pacemaker because of the type of heart block that I was told that I had? Now, come October, by then I was already fully immersed in NSPPD. I said, I am not fixing this with medicine. It is God and me. And so I just kept praying. And then October 5th, I remember very clearly, Papa said, left ventricular hypertrophy.
Left ventricular hypertrophy. That's what I hear. If you are the one, put it on the live stream. By the power that raised Jesus from the dead, I announce, let it be reversed.
And I put it on the live stream and I said, it is me, and I receive. And then I went for my echocardiogram appointment. As the tech was doing the procedure, I just started praying. I said, God, what God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. I was speaking in tongues as he was going. I'm sure he thought I was crazy, but hey, I'd rather be crazy than not to get this healing. So I was just praying. I was praying. 2 weeks after, I had my final appointment, my follow-up appointment with the cardiologist. This is my evidence. I was cleared of all heart issues. My echocardiogram came back normal. No left ventricular hypertrophy. My EKG came back. My Holter monitor came back normal. No heart block. Everything that was said the day that first EKG, negative. So I'm just here to give God all the glory and praise. I also want to thank you so much, Papa. Thank you so much for what you continue to do. And if you ever for 1 second doubted the medical conditions that you mentioned, I just want to give you confirmation that they are real and they are valid. Thank you for taking your time to try to pronounce them. I know that they're not easy, but I want to really thank you for doing God's work. May the oil on your head never run dry. And I just want to say and reiterate again that what God cannot do absolutely does not exist.